So this is a really cool infographic from Social Champ that is talking about how the LinkedIn algorithm works. This looks really complicated, so I'm going to just read to you an overview of what you're looking at here. So the first step, of course, when you create content is creating it and pressing post. So every time you post an update to LinkedIn, even if it's just like an image, a bot will immediately place the content into one of three categories. So you're going to get categorized as either spam, low quality, or clear. You definitely want to be in the clear category. That's probably pretty obvious to you, because otherwise spam doesn't move on, and low quality has very low chances of getting you good views. So after these bots decide which of those baskets you're in, if you get to be in the clear or low quality category, your audience testing process will then begin. So the robots will send your new post to your audience to see how popular the content is. At first, they'll only show it to a small number of people, so it's not going to go to your whole network. And then they see how it plays out. Do people like this? How do they interact with this post? If in that initial segment of population seeing your post, people mark it as hide from their channel, or they report it as spam, then you're basically sunk. Your post isn't really going to go anywhere at that point because they gave it to a small number of people, and out of that small number of people, somebody or more than one somebody said, this is not good stuff. So that makes sense, right? You want to avoid getting marked as hide or marked as spam. So this brings us to a moment of consideration about what we're posting. So make sure that you're posting things that are useful to your network and not offensive or in any way. Well, sometimes you have to challenge people, but I think we all know what I mean by that. So then after this, your content goes to a small number of people, then it moves on to so different actions have different weights. So let's talk about that. So in the algorithm, if you get a like on your post, that is let's say 1 point. If you get a comment on your post, that's let's say 2 points to the algorithm, so making it more popular. If you get a share, that's 3 points. So the interactions that you get on your content make a difference to how elevated it's going to be in the long run within both your network and then outside of your network. So you want as much interaction as possible. So depending on how that small population does with your post, if they interact with it, then that's going to boost it. So you're going to move on to a larger audience, seeing the content that you provided, because that score is going to decide its fate. So it's going to end up then either low quality or high quality. And then if you hit the magical unicorn, that is the fourth stage of this process, which I've personally never attained before. I don't know that many people that have, so it's obviously not necessary to your job search, but it's a cool thing to shoot for. If your stuff plays really well, your post, then it will actually go to genuine people at LinkedIn. They look through these posts that play well, and then they will actually sometimes elevate your post depending on how useful it is to the network. They'll put it in the trending content portion of the platform, or they'll add it to topical content in the news. So basically they can pick it up and then put it in places that are outside of your network and where a large number of people will see it.